Namaste to all of you, namaste to all the Shivas and all the Shaktis. So I'm going to end this with the 12 zodiac sign, and then let's go for the understanding of the meaning of each house. We have now the 12 zodiac sign and the 12 houses. It's funny, no? To have 12 zodiac sign and 12 houses. It's logic, because in each house there is a zodiac sign. At the originally, the first house is ruled by Aries. Why Aries? I don't know. Because I've learned astrology, I didn't really ask why is Aries the first zodiac signs who represent the first house. But then I get to a book, very interesting book, like a shamanic book of Indian astrology. And when I read about Aries, they said Aries is the first fire, is the primitive fire, is the baby fire, is the first of the 12 zodiac signs, is the youngest. And this fire lives in a cave up in the mountain. It's like the origin of let's say the humanity, the human being who hide himself in a cave, protecting from predators, and creating the fire to protect himself, to cook, to get warm in period of ice or in period of very cold weathers. And Aries is related to fire, to Mars, the planet of Mars. And the man, after being protected in the cave, comes down to the land and start to walk on the land and start to cultivate the land, cereals and everything. This is related to the second zodiac sign of Taurus. It's a earth sign, Taurus, right? So the human being start to walk and pilgrimage, walk from one place to another one, don't stay anymore in the cave. The third zodiac sign is related to the element of air, movement. And Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is intelligence, communication, our rational mind, the analytical mind that we have. And human beings start to communicate telepathically or just through words, having conversation, talking to each other, agreements in between people. And then Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, we go into emotions, because Cancer is related to water, and water are related to our emotion, our mind, the fluctuation of the mind. It is why Cancer is ruled by the moon, because moon all the time fluctuate, hiding herself and appearing again, full moon and red moon and black moon, as you want to call it, right? So we have this series of 4. I can draw a line in here, and I can draw another line in here, because it's a sequence. Fire, earth, air, water. Fire, earth, air, water. Fire, air, earth, water. These are the baby one, the youngest one. These are the mature zodiac sign, and those are the eldest. So in the Vedic chart, they attributed a zodiac sign to each house. It's very easy. The first house is attributed to Aries. So what is the meaning of the first house? First house is myself, my physical body, the appearance that I have, also the head, because Aries is really related to the head. Yeah? My name, because when I born, remember, you born in the first house, they give you a name. Yeah? A statue name could be also, the fame, This is how the people see you in the first house. I'm here, I'm looking at you, and I see what I see. A person with this constitution can be Vata, Pitta, Pitta, Kapha, Vata, Kapha, because in the Vedic chart we can see Ayurveda. So this is your Prakriti. You're born with this Prakriti, related to the 5 elements, the Pancha Mahabhutas. So this is me, myself, my personality, my character, the most important of the 12 houses. Then we go to the second house ruled by Taurus, the nourishing one. This is the ancestors. If you're born here, they introduce you to your family. Second house. What is the nucleo? Where have you been born in this life? What are your parents about? So this is where you can see. This house is related also to everything that belongs to your family, like the monies, the houses, the pieces of land that I have here and there, maybe the grandmother she has, and you get heritage from it. Second house is also related to the throat and the neck, the speech, how I say things. Third house is what I say. Second house, how do I speak? What is the tonality of my voice? Do I speak loud? Do I speak very gentle? This is seen from the second house. Second house is the house of nurturing and food, the intake of food, because it's related to the second, is related to the mouth. Then we go to the third house. Third house is about communication. And this is really how do I see life? How do I confrontate myself with life? How do I communicate with life? This is the house of all the siblings of our family, of your family, right? And this is the house of dance, somehow of art and painting, because it's related to the hands, the arms, and this is, we see how artistic one person it is, with the hands. Sculpturing, we see also sculpture. So this is the effort we put in life. This is also related to Kama, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. I want to do another video related to the 4 objectives of our life. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. We have 12 houses, so we have different triangles in here, the Shiva triangle, the Shakti triangle. We will go through it in another video. So this is the house of courage, and this is the house of desire, what I desire to be in touch with life, how I desire things in my life. There is 3 houses of Kama. Then we go to the 4th house. This is the mother, your mother. This is your house, your comfort, your sleep, because in your house you sleep. So how do you put your bed? How is your bed? How do you keep your house and bedroom? This is the house of deep sleep, deep mind, because remember, if Gemini rules this house, Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, I want to write it in here. Moon is our emotion, deep emotions, the deep mind. So the 4th house related to the 4th zodiac sign of Cancer is related to deep sleep and deep mind, emotions. While in Gemini, this is the normal intellect mind, let's say it like this. Then we go to the 5th house. This is the house of Chitta, the higher mind, the more understanding, the broad vision of the 4 minds that we have, the manas, the amkara, the chitta, and the buddhi. So this is the 5th house ruled by Leo. And who is the ruler of Leo? Easy, the sun. So here we see royalty, we see kingdomness, we see creativity, recreation, romance, how we like to seduce a woman is seen, or a man is seen from here. This is the house of children, the house of education, because if you're born here, they introduce you to your family. This is how you start to see life with your own desires. See kids. Kids suddenly, I don't want this, I want this. They start to have their own desires in here. Kids is growing in here. This is the relationship with the mother, and then you send him to school. So this is the house of education. This is the house of mantras, the sing of the mantras. This is the house of good deeds from past life. See, each house has plenty of meanings. And this is the house of the creativity. If you see actors, huge actors, you can check the 5th house, the 1st house, the 10th house of profession. And here we see very good counselors, ministers, the people who can really advise others, because this is ruled by buddhi, the highest mind, right? So after studies, what you do usually in your life, you go in this place. This is the jungle. Why? Because it's the house of competition, the word of working, the work of servitude. This is where you meet your enemies, because if you and me get a business together and you cheat me, I will go to the court and denounce you. So we see trivial in here, tribunals. Okay? This is the house of beginning of diseases. This is the house of unprivileged people, the people who doesn't have money, who doesn't have possibility to study, handicapped persons. It's not an easy house, but we have to face it, because we all need to work and we all need to get along with our partner, business partners, if we can. After working, what you do? We get married. Okay, 7th house. I'm here, and this is the 7th house. See, ruled by Libra, and Libra is ruled by Venus. So the 7th house is about 2 things, basically. Business partnerships or partnerships, and spouse, family, wife or husband. I'm here, I'm getting married. And is the 3rd house of kama, desire. This is what we get from our marriage life. The 8th house is the house of secrets. When you get married, you really don't know with whom you are getting married with. And what is the family of that person you just married? You see it from the 8th house. 8th house is also related to sudden changes, unexpected events in your life, things that you were not waiting for. It happened. Can be good, can be bad. You can inherit also from something from your family, because each house looks 7 distance. So 8th house is related to the 2nd house of the family you born. Maybe there is the grandma is coming with a big necklace with full of precious stones, and they give it to you, in heritage, related to this house. Then what we have in here? We have death, sexuality, and taxes. Yes, taxes. Let's dig deep into this house, because this house is ruled by Scorpio. Wow. Scorpio poison, Scorpio darkness. This house cannot see anything in this house. Difficult house. Maybe the most challenging of all, because you cannot see. Nevertheless, the 8th house is related to occultism, occult, things that are not seen, mysticism, and all the traditional knowledge, like Ayurveda, like astrology, like the study of the plants, the minerals, the planets, the astronomy. Everything that is not taught at school, you can see it from the 8th house of secrets. Deep sexuality related to Scorpio. Poison and death. Death of the ego. 9th house ruled by Sagittarius. Who is the ruler of Sagittarius? Is Guru, Jupiter, right? So this is the house of pilgrimage, long pilgrimage, like a renunciant, a guy who has been working and having family and growing the children and marrying the children, then decide to leave everything, take his bag, his dollar and his stick, and they start to travel and walk. In India we see it like this. Many sadhus, you can ask them, some of them were just working in an office or in a bank, and then they decide to remove everything from their life. They leave the beard growing, the hair growing, and they went for a walk, a long walk, to look for inside, because this is the house related to God, philosophy of life, religion, spirituality, gurus, teachers, higher knowledge. If this is the house of studying, this is the house of higher knowledge, philosophical knowledge, spiritual knowledge. This is the house of the teachings of your father. Then you come to the house of your father, ruled by Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. This is the house of karma, profession, statue, honor in life, what I have to do. Standing ovation is where we get the prime, you know, the awards. I got the awards, yeah, beautiful. This is where you get the awards, from Hollywood or Bollywood. This is the house of karma. What does that mean, karma? What do you have to do in this life, not what you want to do as a profession. This is seen as an Indian vision, you know. They say, okay, you can have a profession, you can get money from it, but this is not only enough, because more you grow, more you get mature. See the oldest zodiac sign, how they behave. This is the time, Capricorn, the oldest one, the third of the zodiac sign of Earth, is the one who helps others and young people to grow. He is there to uplift society, to give a contribute to our society, to make it better, and not to work only for your own, greedy and having more and more in the bank and forgetting about the new that are coming, that need your experience and your support. 11th house, wow, challenging. Why? Because it's the house of fun, party, clubs. It's the house of society. How do I behave in group of people? This is the house of gains. This is my profession, and this is the way I get money. Do I cheat you? Do I get money from Mercury energy through communication, through Venus energy through art and music, through Mars and Saturn engineering energy? How do I get money, and how do I spend it? You know, because this is a last house. Is the last of the 3 houses of karma. This is how do you spend your money, right? So here we have fun, ruled by Aquarius, zodiac sign of Aquarius, that in India is seen as Shiva. Wow, yeah, Shiva with the pot, water pot, is going down to the river and is washing the clothes and is washing everything. Is very hard working zodiac sign ruled by Saturn, discipline and structure. And after doing his job, before going home, he stops to the bar and have some drinks, you know, just to be with friends, because it's a very social house, right? And then we have the 12th house ruled by Pisces. Pisces is the zodiac sign of the oceans of immortality, ruled by Jupiter. And this is the house of moksha. This is the house of liberation. We live our life, and finally this is the last destination. We leave our body and we go. The soul goes. This is the house of losses. What do I lose in my life? This is the house of foreign establishment. You can see if a person has sun in here and the zodiac sign of Leo is here, means the zodiac sign of me, myself, because this is the first house, the zodiac sign of Sun is in the 12th house of foreign establishment. Most probably this person will establish in a foreign country, means overseas, over oceans. If you're born in the US, you will not live in the American continent. If you're born in Europe, you will not stay in Europe. You will move Asia or whatever. This is the house of talking to the angels. Yes, because it's the untouchable house, it's the parallel worlds. And this is the house of foreign trip, foreign language, foreign income, foreign travel. And this is the house of ashrams, of jail. Why? Ashram and jail is the same. Yes, it's the same thing. Both are isolated from society. And then we have bed pleasure. Here you see how is your attitude, behavior in the bed related to sexuality. You can see it from the 12th house. So this is, see, every zodiac sign is related originally to one house. It is assigned to a zodiac sign, right? Easy. Just memorize this, and if you have some knowledge of astrology, you can leave a comment. Of course, if you want to subscribe to my channel. And what I wanted to say, if you want to learn a little bit about astrology, you have to memorize this, like I'm doing. If you want to go into astrology and start to read chart of other people, you have to have this completely in your memory, you know. And not only this, there is much more. Astrology is a huge, huge space. It's like looking to our solar system. So that's okay for today. Thank you for your attention. Have a beautiful eclipse on 21 of June. Take care. Do your sadhana. Keep on doing your things, because something big is coming. I did another video about this, about Rahu and Ketu, explaining Rahu and Ketu in English, and I want to do more videos explaining what is coming. Thank you. Bolebaba ki jai.